Alright, this video is going to be on CM Punk and Chris Jericho and Street Fight, and pretty much they both dressed for the occasion, that's for sure. Jericho pulling off that cocky heel Street Fight look with the jeans and then the belt and everything. You know, he really looked like the bad guy in this match, and CM Punk came out in just the old shorts t-shirt, ready to kind of beat someone up. And I thought the match was very, very well put together. The crowd was into it for sure. But I think the last time a major show was in Chicago was Money in the Bank, and I think a lot of people are going to compare that crowd to the crowd that night. And, you know, you can't really expect that to happen since, you know, Money in the Bank was such a larger, like, huge difference between CM Punk and Chris Jericho, and then CM Punk versus pretty much the WWE at the time. But the crowd was into CM Punk, and I think they really did try hard to bring the old Money in the Bank spirit and electricity back to the building. Obviously it didn't come through, but it did not fail at its parts. You know, like the CM Punk elbow, the crowd was going nuts. Constantly the crowd was cheering for CM Punk, and the crowd was into the match the whole time, which I think is what made the match pretty good. And I think one of my favorite spots was the whole fire extinguisher thing, because you hadn't seen a fire extinguisher in so long. And, you know, growing up in like the Attitude Era and just seeing the hardcore matches, and pretty much the fire extinguisher was like a staple in that little division, and seeing CM Punk use that and was just fun to see. And also Jericho doing the Lion Tamer and then changing it to the walls. It was kind of like, you know, best of both kind of there. And the ending with the GTS, I would have had Punk, you know, Jericho went for the GTS and then Punk reversed it. I would have had Punk try putting in the walls of Jericho, and Jericho reverses that, and they kind of do a little twist and turn from there, having Jericho end up in the GTS to end the match. But, you know, it's not, that's just really, if I really look into it and just want to nitpick at the smallest things. But overall, it was a good match. They battled all around the ringside area. Couldn't ask for, you know, your street fight. It was obviously better than a lot of other street fights they had, but what do you know, you got two guys of that caliber. You can't expect a bad match at all. And was it better than the WrestleMania match? I would have to say yes. It was a little bit better. But then again, this had a little gimmick stipulation on it where WrestleMania didn't. But other than that, there's my thoughts. CM Punk wins. Jericho puts on a hell of a match. And yeah, that's all. See you guys in the next video.